main man that everyone loves.
What's this? It's a van. Lots of lotsness going on. Welcome to the doghouse. We work on T4s there.
Today only.
Good morning, and how are we? Back at it for another day. I thought, why not have a little show and tell of what's going on. We got this van, which is a combination of slowly coming apart. I do need to take that battery off before it falls off, because we need to cut the skirt off of it, which I'll show you why in a minute. But this van's in, and my job is take the wing off, take a bumper off and all the front end apart, and do exactly the same as what I did to the other van in the other video. Take a sill and arch off, ready to be welded. So that is the plan for this. The van that you've seen in the last video that I was cutting the sill and arch off of, John Ammo.
John Ammo.
So John is now
The main man that everyone loves.
oh, John's now the welder for the day because Di got hit by a train.
I just do it my bed till he gets out of his coma.
Yeah, Di's not here today, so it's just me and Mr. John Ammo.
And Greg's in a bit.
And Greg's. We need Greg's. But you've seen, obviously, I cut all this off last time. John's welded that patch in, welded the strengthening thing back on, and also did that bit by there. Yeah. And now,
Oh, just a little bit of welding.
so John's just going to crack on with doing this. And he is Mr. Welderman for a bit.
Yeah. Today only.
We'll leave him to do that. But, yeah. That's what's happening. I'm literally doing that now. Because it's rotten. Mr. John's motorhome is on my ramp. As you can see, missing this bit for starters, which I'm guessing. Oh no. Yeah, that's all been cutted out. And no more rust. So that is actually out of that red van. And it is now solid. Look at that. Mr. John Ammo did this. So that's now a lot more solid. John came in yesterday and did this. Yesterday is actually Sunday, it's Monday at this exact moment. But John came in on his Sunday and did that. So that's now done. As you can see on the driver's side, little bit crusty. So that's why that's been replaced. I don't know where any of the parts are, but getting all of this done. And this side will be solid. And the plan is flip it round and then do the other side. But yeah, some progress is happening to the motorhome. And then once that's done, start looking at doing the skirt, getting that all connected, because John was saying that that was connected with, well, you can see it, expanding foam. So it was bowed out a little bit, because it's supposed to be sat a bit more like this, and it was all bowed all the way out where the expanding foam had done expanding foam things. Yeah, that's good. That's nice to see it's progress. Oh, that's just exhaust we're keeping safe. That's not supposed to be there. But that's starting to make good progress. Need to cut this skirt out from the rigger, and then that be going on that round again. There's a little bit of a progress update. So I'm going to start stripping this and getting this thing a bit more apart. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on. I'll put you on a little time lapse and you can have a little watch with John, I think, because I don't think you want to watch me do that. And welcome to one of the few time lapses that's going to be in this video. This is just John making and welding in a few of the patches to the wheel arch, and getting this wheel arch completed. And welcome back. So you was left on a little bit of a time lapse, but the camera died, and then as you can see from the fresh haircut, I disappeared for a little bit, but I'm back again and the camera is fully charged. Mr. John, he's done all of this. That is now all ready. Just need to do the last little patch by ear, put the sill and arch on, done. So that come out really nice. He had a few extra patches he didn't realise he had to do. Actually done a very good job. Well done, Mr. John Ammo. I pulled this thing apart and had an absolute fight and a half getting that wing off. But that's off. My new job is to, as you see me do on, well, that van the other day, get this door off and start finding all the spot welds and get all this lot removed, ready for it to go on that ramp to get that done. So that's my job. Mr. John Ammo
Doing a combat on ID. Dun, dun, dun.
But this went to another garage for a diesel pump. But
Oh no, I went to the other guys for the
fuel leak.
oil leak. Oil and fuel leak. Ah, there he is.
Turns out it was just a split. There you go. Soaking wet spill off pipe. Is that done? There he is. Half day. It's not even half day.
Not even half day. Quarter day. What's this?
It's a van.
It's a T4. T4.
Yeah.
They recognise that. Probably because you've been gone for so long. Yeah.
Welcome to the doghouse. We work on T4s there. Well, the word work probably got you there, doesn't it? That's now John's job. Finish rebuilding that. Now that Mr. Dynamo's there, we'll have a chat because he got a new tattoo. So we'll probably have a quick goosey gander at that. And then I'll pick a camera up and you can watch this. And Mr. John Ammo is going to go work on, start welding this. So it might be interesting to actually watch that. Anywho, we're going to have a quick little chitter chatter. And I'll see you in a mo. And it's all going here. Everyone's got a second wind. Mr. Dye's having a go. I've just pulled all this apart. And Mr. John is motorhoming. Afternoon, bud. So John's motorhoming. As I showed you earlier, this bit's been all replaced and unrustified. But you can probably see from outside it's getting a bit dark. So Mr. Dye's having a go. We'll show you his tattoo maybe tomorrow because it's a bit covered up at the minute.
It was blood back.
How did the tattoo go?
Tell you what, it was actually, don't sound bad, but it was actually alright. No, like, last time I done tattoo was, God,
1970 what?
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at that tomorrow when it's not all covered up and mucky, let's say.
You cover up with oil and
Yeah, healthy
burn
stuff.
spot. Yeah. Just to make sure.
But
you
Mr.
heal
Dye's going to have a
quicker.
go at welding that bad boy into there.
Yeah.
So
Couple
couple of bits and then that's, well, this side will be done.
side will be done, yeah.
It should be A-okay.
Yeah.
And then that one will be going there for the same treatment, which is my job. Go across here. Where's my torch? Find the spot welds. There's one there. Camera's probably not going to show it up. One there. One there. Anyway, I'm going to get that lot drilled out and start pulling that off. And I think, like earlier, have a watch of John.
Well, all John's doing here is he's putting the wing on, making sure it fits, and then making a bit of clearance because of the brackets he's had to make to put in this. I really wish I could actually put music over this part, but every time I use music, I get copyright strikes.
And welcome to day number 2. I mean, it's currently like midday-ish, but thought I'd pick a camera up and have a little bit more of an updatey. And Mr. John is no longer working with a welder.
No, done my welding duties forever now. Guys, come back and take the frame.
Again. How's this going?
Cleaned in now. And if you run a diesel filter, you can just fill off pipes because partly diesel pump was leaking.
So he's going to go and change that. Done all the timing and whatnot. Probably hear Mr. Di in the background working. He is back today. So he's getting those 2 panels all put on. And then my job is to put that thing back together again, because Di's job is to do that. So I have stripped all of that down. And that's now ready for these panels to go on. So once he's done on there, that will come off and go here for me to put it back together, and that will go on there for them panels to go on. And I'll probably leave you on a time lapse so you can watch him do that. But yeah, and while I'm in the while I'm used to doing all of that lot and pulling arches and stuff apart, I've been given the job to do it on the motorhome. So where that grommet normally goes is a bit of a mess, so those 2 need a couple of patches, but it's actually really solid down there. So just need to get the last of these spot welds out, get this bottom bit off and clean it all up. Yeah, get this bit off, and then this thing can have a sill and arch and a few patches. Well, a lot has changed, and I didn't pick a camera up for nearly any of it. So I think the last time you see me, I was working on that van, pulling the doors and stuff off. No, I wasn't. I was over there. Yeah, I completely forgot what's actually happened. So I was obviously cutting all of this lot off, and we found there's a little bit more here, so we cut all of that out. It's all there. So now this can get built up and readied. So that's a little bit closer. And once that side's done, then spin it around. This van is missing, well, its door. That one's got a nice big dent on it. And that van has a good door on it. So that's going there. We're not putting it on yet because we have to do sill and arch on this side. Keep up, because I'm confused. Sill and arch is done on this side, and I did paint it red, so it actually matched the van, so it's not red oxide like it was before. All the trim and everything's all put back together again. And this side is done, which actually goes quite nice. The door needs a polish, and that should blend in quite nicely. But I'm quite proud of that. Got that really nice. And then the van, I think you see me start, the yellow one, that has had sill and arch and everything all replaced. And now this needs to be red oxide, Schultz underneath. And then this van is done. Di is literally just left. He's off to go pick a van up. Should have picked a camera up while he was there, to be fair, but a lot happened in a very short period of time. So he's gone off in the truck. Mr. John is just popped to the shops to go see if he can get some gaskets, because this van that he's working on is a 2.4 and it's now going turbo. And there's a manifold for it over there. So he's in the process of doing all of that. I think he's already done a timing belt on it. We'll have to check when he gets there. But manifold to go on that, but he's off to go get the gaskets for it, so then he can do that. And then I think that van's done, I believe. So yeah, lots of lotsness going on. So I've already sanded all this lot back, give it a nice key, And now I'm going to red oxide all of this and make it red oxidey. And then need to do a bit of seam sealer on all of the seams that are everywhere. I think that's everything. I think that's everything up to date. This van's going back together. That van is back together. But when that van's done, that van's going on it to have the other side done. I'm really sorry I'm not picking the camera up as often as I am. I'm just kind of getting in the groove and sort of forgetting to pick the camera up, basically. So I'll put you on a time lapse and you can watch this.
I have to say, I actually did quite enjoy doing this. Covering the wheel arch and the sill in red oxide, and then going underneath the wheel arch and covering it in Gravitex or underseal, whatever you want to call it. Actually, good fun.
Well, there you go. You've had a little bit of a time lapse of what I've been up to. Now I'm starting to actually rebuild it. So, quite pleased with how it's all come out. In fact, very pleased with how it's all come out. Looking very good. And the underneath is all nice and sealed. Do need to put that grommet back in, which I have actually got just there. So yeah, get this thing built back up, put the door back on, run the electrics, put the wing back on, front bumper, grille, done. Happy with that. As you've seen on this one, haven't actually done a wonderful amount. Need to swap a few bits over from the original door to the new door, like door locks. So I get that done in a momento. Do want to finish that yellow van first though, because I know that needs to go back to said owner. And now, go over and see John.
How's it going?
Having fun?
Not bad, actually.
So this is the one I showed earlier that John's doing the turbo.
Yeah.
Manifold on.
Yeah, a couple of bolts now. It's better because normally you can't get the EGR pipe off because the bolts are snap. But it's off on this one. A little bit more access.
Which is a bit more better. So 2.4 turbo. Happy days.
Why are we doing this, people? More power. Manifold back on. Exhaust on, EGR pipe on, which you don't really need because the van didn't have EGR. Air intake. Tweak the diesel pump up a bit. Make it go faster.
Diddly done.
We'll see now. See if it'll start now. The belt then.
Everything's coming together beautiful. So I'm going to just slap the rest of this lot back together again. Hopefully you're enjoying the random little time lapses. It's a bit easier to be able to do that because at least I can sort of put it down and get on with things. And we can actually be productive because I've got to stand and hold a camera. So happy days. Right, I'm actually going to put this down for a little minute, and once things get a bit more progressed, I shall pick it back up again. So see you in a moment. Well, I forgot to pick the camera up again, but we had a little bit of a move about, as you can quite clearly see. John has now, obviously, all the lights are off. He has finished the turbo conversion, as you can see. He's just getting it ready. The battery's unfortunately dead, but getting this thing ready to run. So that thing should be done. And another motorhome. This is the one that Di was working on, I think in the last video, on my ramp. That's now just had a last little bit done. It needed some painting underneath done. That's now finished and ready to go. But I'm going to put the camera down. That's enough for one day. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. I have tried to show a little bit more as much as I can, but that's enough for one day anyway. But I'm going to put the camera down. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for putting out the bar, dumbass. And as always, take it easy.